Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and before I begin, I want to thank you guys so much for asking about me. I did go down with the cold, but I'm feeling much better now. Thank you. It was so sweet of you to send me these kind healing messages. In the comment section. Thank you so much. I've read them and they were really healing. For today's reading, so excited about it. Haven't done this for a while and miss you guys very much. We're taking a look at the signs that your spirit guides have been sending you, and what are they trying to communicate to you exactly. It's really interesting. I channeled this message as I was sleeping. I was like, so I'm not sure if I channeled it or it just came in my mind, but in all cases, I feel like this is today's reading. So let's go ahead and find out what's going to happen together, what they have been trying to communicate to you. And for today's reading, we are going to do 3 piles. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Let's find out what we have for today. Right, so for pile number 1, we have comfort. For pile number 2, we have sweetness. And for pile number 3, we have hunger. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the fluorite, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, we have the flower agate, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, we have the bloodstone, and this is what your crystal looks like. I hope the camera is picking up the different colors for you to clearly see it. And there we go. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile or all of the piles, please feel free to check them out as well. They are your signs and your messages from your spirit guides. So if you're drawn to them, I would highly recommend and encourage you to check them out as well. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to your pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here. I just want to give you a heads up in today's preparation. I will not be talking much to save my voice for the reading. I am feeling much better, but just taking it smoothly today. And so we will be preparing the piles together. We'll be doing everything together as we usually do. I'll just be doing it quietly and letting you enjoy the process with me. But before we begin, as you know, on the left are the oracle decks that we will be using, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using in your reading today. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I use, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box. All right, let's begin. There we go. So your 3 piles are now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Even though there wasn't much talking today, I felt your energies and I so enjoy spending this time with you as we prepare for your piles. So, my dear soul family, let's get straight into your reading. Oh, forgot to tell you. Love you. Let's go. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen comfort as well as the fluorite. And let's take a look at what your spirit guides want to communicate to you through the signs that they have been trying to send you. Perhaps we'll see some of these signs during your reading, maybe not, but at the end of the day, we're clearly seeing what they're trying to communicate to you. Okay. We'll start off with your oracle cards first. So you have this oracle card. This is what it looks like. We see a figure here running with a reindeer in Candyland. Okay. See a lot of pinks in your reading already, my dear pile number 1. Right. Oh, okay. You also have Mercury in Leo with drama. And you have reunion of souls. How beautiful is that? All right. That's really cool. Now I'm really curious. More pink. More towards the purple here, but it is pink. There's a lot of pink here for sure. The fluorite already has purple in it, so now I'm really intrigued why you have all of this pink. I'm sure we're going to find out in a second. But let's check your tarot cards first. This way we'll have a full picture of what your message is. Right, so we have Girl of Currency. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is what your card looks like. All right, that's really cool. You have Boy of Currency. So you have the Knight of Pentacles. No, Boy is Page actually. So you have the Page of Pentacles. And we see this Boy of Currency spending it all away. Okay. I don't think this has to do with spending money, but yeah, I'm just saying this is what I initially see. You also have the Queen of Pentacles again. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Okay. You have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. They're telling you to be careful about something here. All right. You have the Emperor. You have the Lover's card, and it's right next to Reunion of Souls. So just a quick message here. If you have someone dear to you who's passed on the other side, there's just a quick message here of them telling you that they love you, very clearly appearing here. You also have the Five of Cups. So some of the signs they send you is to tell you that they're there near you and that they love you. That's so sweet. A lot of the signs that they send you is to comfort you and let you know that everything's going to be okay. But there is one clear message that I see here with regards to the many signs that they've been sending you. So the Five of Pentacles, and you have the Seven of Pentacles. So, my dear pile number 1, do you see that Emperor, before we begin your message, is sitting on the edge of their throne? Do you see that? I hope this is picking up on camera. Yeah, they're on the edge of their throne. And I'm really seeing the idea of being on the edge here, of something happening, reoccurring in your reading, where we see a lot of wealth up there at the very top, you know, being pampered and taken care of, and you running quickly and doing everything well and being in a good place, to the Five of Cups at the bottom here, which talks about lack. So it looks like to me, my dear pal number one, that your spirit guides have been sending you a lot of messages letting you know that you're okay now, but if you stop, you may put yourself on the edge of some sort of risk. Like, for example, you're not in a risk, but they want to let you be careful, not to ruin all of the things that you have done over something now. For example, let's say you've studied a lot for an exam, and you've done a great job throughout the whole semester. You've handed in your homeworks on time. You've done everything. And then because you've done everything, you come during the last week and you're like, oh, I've worked so hard. I've done everything. I'm just going to sleep this week. And then you find yourself slipping off course and veering off course, and perhaps even putting yourself at risk just for that 1 week, when it wasn't the time, the right appropriate time to take that week off. You could take maybe a day or two if you needed. Another example, if it's with money, perhaps you've been doing a great job at saving up and you've been going ahead financially well. You've been saving for whatever future plans or future projects that you have. And then on the spur of the moment, you find a lot of things that you like, and boom, in a matter of seconds, you may go from going into the right track to losing maybe a whole year's effort. Or another example could be even related to food, because we see the Queen of Pentacles feeding their little children here. So maybe you've done a great job with eating healthy food and keeping yourself on track with, being mindful of eating the things that you're choosing to eat, like healthier options, I mean. And then, it's okay to not always do the right thing. It's all about moderation, right? But let's say you take back all the healthy progress that you've done over 2 weeks of perhaps eating junk food or chocolate. These are just all examples, but there's a clear message here of your spirit guides telling you you're still with the comfort here. You're still absolutely in the free zone where you are now. You're progressing, you're moving ahead with your goals wherever it is in life. You're doing great, you're in a very good position. So the first message, because I see another one here, I'll get to it in a second. We already talked about them sending you messages telling you that they love you. So that will be the third. But in all cases, so the main message is, do know that at the moment you are in the safe zone. Don't veer off course. Continue to do what you're doing. Because sometimes when we're so comfortable and safe, we tend to think that it's always going to be that way, even when we don't do what we need to be doing to get it rolling. Like everything in the world, in order for the car to run, you have to press on the pedal, right? You can't just expect to take your leg off the pedal for hours and it's just gonna go, right? And so on. And when you're cycling, it's the same thing. You can take it off for a while, but then you have to go and cycle again. This is life. You have to put in to get out. Or at least that's the stage where you're at. You have to continue to put in order to get out. So don't take your leg off the pedal. My dear pile number 1, you're doing great. It's still going well, but be careful. It looks rosy and beautiful now. It could turn sour if you're not careful. So that's a very strong message that I see here. For some of you, I see the idea of be careful with your spending. My dear pile number 1. Yeah. Okay, so I see something here. I see them talking about other people. I don't want to say speaking about you because this is a very big word, but they're noticing something about you. You're attracting attention. And I see number 1 here on the building all of a sudden. I haven't seen that one before, which could tell me that people are noticing something unique about you. So it's like I don't want to say you look regular in terms of how you look physically. Not at all. I mean, it's like they thought you had a regular life, but then they're realizing you don't have a regular life. There is something shocking here. Or people are noticing something unique about you that they're stunned about. I need to reflect more on that to extract more, excuse me, more information to get you the message here. A lot of people are maybe not showing to you, but with the peacock here, you have a lot of people who have burned egos, who are stunned at some things that you're doing that they're not able to do. So examples of these, as I see in your cards, could be maybe you've recently gotten a big position at work and people are like, whoa, did you know that pile number 1 is now this and that? Wow. So that could be one thing. Some people are stunned at the progress in which your career or your goals, it doesn't have to be your career, the rate at which your goals are progressing. So this could be your health, your nutrition, your physical looks. It could be your career. It could be how fast you're moving towards your goal, right? Some people are stunned. This is, of course, specific to some of you. It seems like some people are stunned at your spending abilities. You may have purchased something expensive recently and people are like, wow. Or maybe spending abilities, it's showing one way or the other. So I don't know why your spirit guides are pointing this out here. Let's clarify why your spirit guides are pointing that out. Why have they been sending you messages with that? Can we kindly get more clarification, please, with regards to this specific 3 of Pentacles? I see these 2 cards. And this one. What is that, please? So, see, a lot of people are looking at you. Do you see that? Pile number 1. So you have the Page of Pentacles. With this wall, I kind of feel like you don't see them, but a lot of people are peeking through. They're watching. Whoa, who is pile number 1? Or what is pile number 1 up to? You're grabbing people's attention, it seems. you have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Seven of Pentacles again. So this is quite significant. That's why it was in conjunction to this card. All right, so now we need to think about this. Seven of Pentacles talks about something growing. So this certainly goes back to people being stunned at your growth. We did say that, didn't we? You're moving quickly here, it seems. So why are your spirit guides grabbing your attention here with regards to that? It seems like you don't pay much attention to people around you. It's not like you don't peek into other people's lives. In fact, you could be very private. You're very focused on your goals. You're not into drama. But there are people around you and they are looking. Taking a closer look at the cards here. It could be another reason why this drama card showed up. So this shows that you may not be aware. Sorry, pile number one. You may not be aware that other people are noticing, peeking in through your lives, trying to see what you're up to. With the peacock here, a lot of them could have swollen egos that you may not be very aware of. But later on, this may create unnecessary drama that you don't want, even if it's not in the form of people creating fights with you. It could be energetic entanglement. So yeah, energetic entanglement. Be careful. Your spirit guides want you to be a little bit more discreet with what you're doing. See, these two cards in specific shows me that you may be out in the open, showing your blessings too much without meaning to. Perhaps it's not even your fault in the first place. Perhaps it's your manager there that announced all the amazing things that you're about to receive. Maybe, or maybe not. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of eyes on you at the moment, and your spirit guides have been showing you messages everywhere, trying to tell you to be more discreet. You have to be more careful. See, the Queen of Swords is very cerebral. You have to be very mindful about what you allow to show out and what you don't want them to see. You are at a growing stage in your life or your career. You're growing something. It's starting to blossom. It's doing great. You are in a very good position, pile number one. You actually may be very lucky. And so remember that not everyone's situation is like that, my dear. Pile number one is a strong message that your spirit guides are sending you. Be discreet about your life, about your progress, about what you're doing, because you are in a unique position. And they also, as I've explained, are telling you that although you are in this unique position, it could slip off any moment. Not that it will. It could. So they want you to keep going. And the reason I really see that this is not going to slip, we see a lot of pinks in your cards. Pink, 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 pink. Pink, there's a lot of pink. You're in a very good blessed position, my dear pile number one. I hope you always stay this way. I hope you always move from one blessing to the other. But be careful to always continue pedaling, my dear pile number 1. So yeah, continue to do what you're doing, my dear pile number 1. With the Queen of Pentacles coming up twice, it really shows that you're in a very favorable position. You're going in towards the right direction. You're going to be achieving big dreams of yours. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is all about. She achieves the things that she wants to achieve, and she creates her own realm, the realm that she wants. And that's the direction towards which you're going, my dear pile number 1. You're going to live a marvelous life that you're creating yourself. I wish you all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 1. Keep going, keep doing you, and you will find the best on your way. This was your reading, my dear pile number 1. These are the signs that your spirit guides have been trying to communicate to you. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 1. This book could be a great tool for you for next year to help set your goals and achieve them easily. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook. If you love listening to your books, this book will be a great tool for you to achieve what you want. And my dear pile number 1, thank you so much for tuning in. Love you guys very much. Wish you the best. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful flower agate as well as sweetness. Let's see how this fits into your reading, and we're taking a look at what your spirit guides have been trying to communicate to you through the signs that you have been receiving. So to do that, we are going to be taking a look at your oracle cards first. So this is what your oracle card looks like. It's kind of close already to pile number 1 with all of the pinks and the candy land that we're seeing, but I just noticed something for the very first time. As this figure is swinging, their shoe slipped off their foot. Can you see that? So something is slipping, it seems. It's actually, if we're talking about something slipping, again, pile number 1 could be very similar. I mean, you might want to check pile number 1. This could be totally different, but I'm already seeing a lot of similarities, including, something slipping away or something. You have stripping illusions. Stripping. Did you see that? All right. Slipping, stripping illusions. Okay. You have Saturn in Virgo with isolation. All right. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. Ooh, so you have the Ace of Currency, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. You have the Seven of Intuition, which is the Seven of Swords. This looks like some sort of plastic surgery. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Seven of Swords. Yeah, because it's playing tricks with the eye, an illusion maybe. Making something more visually appealing, perhaps? I'm not sure. Let's see. You have the Justice card. You have the Three of Swords. Okay. Maybe cheating. It doesn't have to be someone cheating on you. Maybe, let's see. You have the 7 of Cups. All right. You have the Page of Pentacles. The 9 of Swords. And you have the Hierophant. So, what are we seeing here? Slipping, this could be someone slipping up and showing you something that they haven't been saying the truth about, maybe. I just want to make sure before excuse me, before we begin, if your spirit guides are referring to someone you know now or someone you know now or someone that you are going to meet, because this is very clear, and I just want to make sure I don't misguide. I have to make sure. So, Fool, this is going to be a new person. Thank you so much. The Magician. Magician could also be trickery, someone who's a trickster. Thank you so much. That was so clear. Okay, so now we're really ready to begin your reading. My dear pile number 2, I see here that you are going to be meeting someone new who's going to love bomb you in the beginning. This could be a new friend, a new romantic person. This could be a new business partner, someone who wants to get some sort of benefit from you, one way or the other. Even if it's to get you to get a ticket for them. I don't know. For one reason or the other, you are going to meet someone soon who will be very interested in you, but not for the obvious reasons that you think. Now, this person is going to love bomb you in the beginning, and with the flower agate here, perhaps even send you flowers. Yeah. In retrospect, after all is said and done, you realize that this person was building castles in the sky. Most of the things that they're going to say to you, they're not going to do. It's all an illusion, as you see with the 7 of Cups here. Most of, if not all of the things they'll promise you, they're not going to do. And what turned out, what began as beautiful and sweet may turn very sour very quickly. So they want you to be very careful here, because you see with this 7 of Swords, with this plastic surgery, you know, plastic surgery is some sort of trick on the eye. I'm not against plastic surgery, by the way. I'm just saying what I'm seeing here as energy, right? It makes us see things nicer, right? So it's like manipulating with reality to make it nicer. So this is showing me, especially with the 3 of Swords cheating here, that this is a person who will just make everything seem the way you want it, so that you think they are who you wish they were to be, trying to, you know, just like a fish, catch you or catch your heart or catch your interest, catch your attention towards something that they want from you. And like I said, in retrospect, you'll notice that you gave so much to this person and have taken just a little bit from them, if maybe not at all, right? Because with the Bitcoin here, it's electronic currency. I know it's real and everything. I'm just talking symbolically. At the end of the day, symbolically, it's an e-currency. So what I'm trying to say is it's all an illusion. I know Bitcoin is not an illusion. I know. You know what I mean, guys. I don't have to keep saying that. Okay. So it's all an illusion. And your spirit guides don't want you to to fall for this. And that's why they're perhaps sending you these signs now. They're trying to let you know that you will know this person because you will see a lot of slip-ups. Now that you know that there's a person coming this way, when you meet a new person who their actions don't really go well with what they're saying or what they're promising or who they're claiming to be, know that this will be the person. Because with the Justice card here, this is a person who blames really bad, is very dishonest, and will turn the situation against you. Do you see how they're all attacking this woman who seems very calm, doesn't seem like has done anything wrong really, standing confidently and calmly, and they're trying to tell her, we're here applying the law, you know? Looks like really they're the mean ones here, using the law for themselves. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult situation if you get yourself involved with this person. It's going to be much harder for you psychologically to pull yourself out of it, perhaps because of all the shock of all the lying and the cheating and the stress involved with it. So the Hierophant here is really funny because I kind of feel like it's some sort of a vortex card for you here from the future. It's kind of like you're hearing, do you see the radio? You're hearing, learning with the Hierophant. You're learning about this now as a key for you to know that when this person shows up, even the candles are oranges, just like today's candle. How interesting. Yeah, so that when you meet this person, you know not to believe them. My dear pile number 2, it's not going to be good at all. In fact, let's see what your advice to do exactly now that we know what your spirit guides are talking about, because we have the isolation card here. I think it's not just going to be stress. I think they may even cause you to maybe, I don't want to say lose, that's a big word, but they will have an effect on your life. Let's see what the effect is, and then let's see what the advice is. So what is the isolation card here, please, suggesting for pile number 2? What do pile number 2 spirit guides want to say with this, please? 1, 2, and 3. So we have the Devil card, the Hermit and isolation, and the Knight of Swords. For one reason or the other, you'll find yourself alone. After all this sweetness, we get the Devil card. So there's a whole shock here. We see the Knight of Swords here in this Devil card, you know, fighting their way out. Isolation could be stuck. You can find yourself stuck in this situation, and although you will free yourself, but it's going to take a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Maybe you have to go through difficult situations that you would have rather not gone through at all to free yourself from this situation. So yes, pile number 2, please don't get involved with this person at all. Don't believe what they're trying to say. Keep your eyes open with the new people you're gonna be meeting soon. And yeah, definitely don't get yourself involved with anyone you don't like. All right, so my dear pile number 2, what is your advice exactly from your spirit guides? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I feel this one, 5. Let's find out together. This looks like a very important reading for you. I do hope you heed the call, my dear pile number 2. So you have the Justice card again. You have the Tower card. Okay. Right. See the waves. I see. You have the King of Cups. You have the Queen of Wands. And you have the 6 of Pentacles. The Tide. Look, my dear pile number 2. Pile number 2, you have to be very cutthroat and clear about what you don't like from the very beginning with this type of person. Why? Because you see on the Tower card here, at the shore, there's a huge tide. And you know, with the tide, the water attacks and it takes whatever is on the shore with it with great pressure deep into the ocean. And you may not see it again. So there's aggressive action, aggressive taking here. And there's a lot of expectations and fighting that could happen from the very beginning. You know, things like, let's say a friend begs you for an opportunity to design something for you, and you know they're just starting out, or you don't know they're just starting out. They're like, I promise you, just give me this opportunity with your work and I can design it for you. I'm a great designer. And you're like, I don't have time. I can try you in another project. You know how important this one is to me. If I give you the design for this and you don't do it well, I don't have the time to fix this. Just trust me, I'm gonna show you. And then you tell them, fine, you know what, present something to me by tomorrow, and if I like it, I'll let you take the whole thing. So the next day they present you something really bad, really rookie. You know, it's not like they're bad people, it's just that they've started. And sometimes when you've started something, especially as a designer, you still don't know what you don't know, right? How to make things look clean and nice. And it's a journey. That's why graphic designers are, that's why they take what they take. It's like a lot of experience, a lot of hours that they put in. So now you're even tighter on time. You knew this was going to happen, so you tell them politely, hey, I looked at your design. It's not really what I was looking for, so I'm sorry. I got to go ahead and, work with someone else. And all of a sudden, they turn from, please let me help you, to, what? I put 12 hours on this. I could have worked on something else. You've just ruined my month for me. You've done this. You have to at least pay me half of the project for putting in that time for you. And you suddenly realize that this is turning into a huge fight, into an attack almost. And you found yourself stuck in that's why you have isolation. Stuck in a situation you don't want to be in the first place. And just because you didn't speak up firmly from the beginning, and you know, you don't know what to do about this, but you don't want to tell them in their face that you lied because you told me you were a professional and you're not. And they're like, just tell me what you want to adjust and I'll adjust it for you. How can you tell someone who doesn't know what they don't know how to adjust, right? Long story short, it's not working, and you found yourself in this horrible situation with this friend who now wants a big lump sum of money and is fighting with you. And you wanted to avoid the situation from the very beginning. And so your spirit guides are saying, when you meet this person who, you know, is going to give you all these sweet words and wonderful things, but you don't see that they're consistent with the things that they're saying, be firm and protective of the important things to you. Don't let it, you know, slip in just because they're nice. And because you'll find yourself with the King of Cups. You see, this King of Cups is crying here. Do you see that? You'll find yourself in a tough situation with all the chamomile flowers here, trying to calm something down, because you're dealing with someone who didn't keep their oath or their words, right? So to avoid all of that, just like the Queen of Wands shows here and the Justice card, be bold, be outspoken, and be clear about the things that you don't want other people to get involved in, the things that are sacred to you. Keep them out of reach from any new person that you meet until you're able to see what they're all about and weigh the situation realistically as well as energetically, especially at its infancy level, this new connection. And my dear pile number 2, do remember that this is going to be a trickster person that may look very cheerful and sweet in the beginning and innocent. Don't always believe that until you inspect the situation. And these are the signs that your spirit guides have been trying to show you. They want you to open your eyes and be careful about what you share in the next coming days. And this is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 2. I wish you all the best of luck with what's coming in. Be careful and have a wonderful, blessed life. This was your reading, and if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 2. This book is small, is straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And this book could really help you out. Set your goals for next year and achieve them, make them all come true, all while having fun. And if you are interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Bloodstone as well as the Hunger card. So excited to see how this fits into your reading. And as you know, we're taking a look at the signs that your spirit guides have been sending you and what they have been trying to communicate to you through them. So we'll be starting off with your oracle cards first. Right. So this is what your card looks like. Looks like a very puzzling situation indeed. Okay, let's keep it right there. We'll understand more as we take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have discernment, And you have, with the moon in Aries, protection. Love that for you. Really love that for you. Especially with discernment showing up. Okay. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. 11, protection. This is cool. You have Boy of Wisdom, which is the knight. No, boy is the page. I'm very sorry. Which is the Page of Wands. Okay. A lot of yellows and perhaps illumination here in your reading. You have the World card, which looks like the internet. Okay. You also have the Death card. Okay, so something is shifting, transforming. Okay. Maybe something is ending and something bigger is happening. Let's see. So you have the Seven of Wands. Right. This is really cool. Actually, now it's starting to make sense. You have the Ace of Swords. So many lights, so many yellows. You have the Eight of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles, so that's the second ace here with the Death card. So that's starting to be very clear. And you have the Six of Swords. Right. So what are the signs trying to tell you here? See, this person's veil or dress rather is continuing on until into the mirror, which this figure is seeing herself into. So I'm seeing your spirit guides want to change your perspective into how you're seeing a certain situation that you're in. For one reason or the other, I've seen it here from the beginning. It looks like you may be in a sort of entangled situation or a difficult situation, a situation where you could feel a bit stuck. Stuck. You're not sure how you're gonna get out of this situation. All of a sudden, it's like all of a sudden things entangled, you know? And you found yourself not really knowing what to do exactly to take yourself from this entanglement or take yourself from this difficult situation that happened to you all of a sudden. You know, it's like what? You know how art students, they spend hours upon hours working on a big project, drawing it and painting it, and it's all beautiful, it's all great, and in one stroke of a line, in one stroke, they ruin something great that they've done, and they're like, oh my God, what did I just do? And rather than thinking you're just about to get done, you're done with your masterpiece, you can present it tomorrow, and you do that mistake, and now you're staring at it, trying to figure out how you're gonna fix this mistake. All of a sudden, it goes from very bright to dark, and you're staring at your work and you don't know how to fix that line or that thing that you've done after a lot of hard work. And you all of a sudden found yourself in a shift of a situation that you don't like. So that's the situation that I see here for you. Something was going very well and something happened that turned the situation, or is turning the situation around. See, no harm, by the way, has actually happened. In fact, with the Eight of Swords, we can clearly see in the real situation, everything is still amazing. It's all in the mind. Nothing's been lost. Nothing has gone wrong. And some things do happen for a reason, my dear pile number 3, which we'll get to in a second. But the main thing here is that you've been with hunger, working for something. You've been really trying to achieve something, and you've been working hard at it. And all of a sudden, like we just talked about, it entangled, something went wrong. Now, this is not the end of this situation. In fact, you have the World card and the Death card right next to each other, and they both signify ending one cycle and starting a new journey, starting anew. You have 2 aces, beginning anew. So this is an encouragement. You've been seeing signs from your spirit guides. Have you been seeing the color red? That's standing out for me. Have you been seeing the color red? It could be some of the signs you've been seeing. Also ones, a lot of ones, and the aces. You could have been seeing a lot of ones as well. So my point is, this is not over. By far, this is just you seeing the situation from a new perspective, because the whole situation is now shifting into something bigger and better. So with this shift, it's taking you with it. Sometimes it's shocking when things change like that, but things change for a reason always, and that's why you have discernment. So with protection, it's clear that your spirit guides are telling you, do not worry, nothing is ruined. You're not going to lose anything with the changes that have happened, but they're inviting you to be discerning and open-minded with the sun disc here, illumination, to have an open mind towards where this change is taking you, why it's changing the way it is. And sometimes, if you don't know right away, follow the light. Follow the way, let it guide you, let it change in the form that it wants to change. Have an open mind and follow it, and start adjusting yourself to the new situation with the Page of Wands. Start being creative and start thinking of new ways of doing something. And in fact, with the World card, I'm seeing a new page, start a new page. It doesn't mean take off what you've done. It starts anew with yourself. Say to yourself, all right, whatever happened. Let me now continue to work in the way that it's taking me, and see where it's taking me, and continue to start anew with yourself. You'll see with the Six of Swords that things are going to adjust themselves by themselves, little by little, as you work through that change. You will see that it will cause such a great transformation for you, and that it was necessary. But the only way you can see how and where it's taking you is for you to follow along with that change. You'll find on the other side a lot of surprises, but the main message from your spirit guides is to not be intimidated by these changes and challenges. Here we see the boar facing them, going, yeah, I'm up for this. I'm not gonna let go of what I'm trying to obtain what I'm trying to achieve. I'm going to face these challenges, and I'm going to be patient and see where it's taking me. And you don't have to start anew. You don't have to take off or throw away what you've done. None of that. You just have to be a bit patient, as well as discerning with how you can cope with that change, what you need to do, taking it little by little, and you'll see that you'll come out the other side safely protected. And if you get any funny ideas of, oh no, it's ruined, it's spoiled, I'm going to lose everything, and you start crying here, do know that these are just worries and fears resulting from your mind playing tricks, because it's trying to protect you. It's trying to help you not lose what you've done. Sometimes, our minds, our subconscious mind doesn't always act in our best interest. These emotions being released are there for a reason, but sometimes we have to be the ones that control them and not let it control us. So really, this is the situation here. Your spirit guides have been sending you messages, telling you to keep moving, keep going. Don't worry, don't cry over anything. You haven't lost anything. You're not going to lose anything. Challenges happen. Keep moving forward, and you'll find that not only are you going to get to the other side, but things are going to transform in such an amazing way. Just wait for it, my dear pile number 3. Are these bed bugs? No, these are actually flowers on the mattress. Can you see that? I actually saw these. Can you see this card? Yes, you can. I saw these as bed bugs in the beginning with like blood. So they caught my attention for something, for one reason or the other. I would say sleeping and bed bugs could be you being smitten, perhaps bad energy. But it's amazing that it's in the protection card. So perhaps what is happening at the moment could be the result of some bad energy. Maybe, evil eye, someone being angry or frustrated at what you're doing. Maybe you're doing so well, they feel jealous. It could be. It looks like you were smitten by a little bit of bad energy, but it's going to turn to your favor. It's like it's going to transmute into something better. Excuse me. I'm just laughing because poor souls felt bad about what you're doing, and now it's going to be better for you. Anyways, so don't worry, you are absolutely protected. You just have to go through this with a lot of discernment, and just be calm and think about, right, what's my next step? What do I do now? And as you can see, it is going to shift into something wonderful, something bigger and better. And at the end of the day, these are just small bite. In the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. Let it go, and you will see that you were insulated. Why am I saying that? Because I'm seeing a cat tail here. Cat tails are used for beddings and insulation of houses. So you're insulated, you are protected, and this is just helping you shift something better that you may not be seeing now, but you will see later. And this is exactly what I see in your reading at what your messages or your signs from your spirit guides have been trying to tell you lately. This is exactly what I see. This was your reading, my dear pile number 3. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, first of all the best of luck in what you're doing. I'm cheering for you, and I know you're going to do great, my dear pile number 1. My dear pile number 3. You're going to see. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, My Dear Pile number 3. This book could really help you out for the next year, help you set goals and not just write them down, but also achieve them and enjoy working on them until you do. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And My Dear Pile number 3, it was such a pleasure for me to do this reading for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wish you the best of luck in that project that you're working on. I hope you do wonderful and get the goals that you want from it. And My Dear Pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.